In this lesson, we're going to take the sequence that we conformed from Final Cut 10 in the previous lesson and reconnect all of the media, which is currently offline. When you want to reconnect offline media, that is also done in this Conform tab. Anytime you have a sequence open in your timeline with any offline media, you can simply click on the Conform tab to come to this window to follow the steps we're about to follow in order to reconnect media. When I want to reconnect media, there are a couple of things I need to take a look at. First of all, I need to tell it where to look for the media. That's this set search location. So the reason we can reconnect the media here when we couldn't in the XML conform is that I can tell it where specifically to look. I'm not limited to either the folder the XML file is in or the locations inside of that XML file. I'm going to click Set Search Location, and I'm back to this same window that we've been in many times before. I'm going to navigate from this other import files up one level and come into this footage folder. I mentioned this button when we talked about the conform, but you'll notice down here we have the option for scanned subdirectories. So if you are reconnecting media in a large and complicated sequence and your media exists in many folders inside of a larger structure, you can always navigate to the top and use scanned subdirectories to look through all of those folders. If it's a lot of media, it may take a long time to make that search. And if you also have different versions of the same clip within those subdirectories, it may create some duplicates. However, this is one way to make sure you get access to all of the clips you might need. In this particular case, I'm not going to turn that on because I know all of the clips are right here in this one folder. This is the location I want. I'm going to click Set. Now you'll notice that it has automatically detected, hey, I think I've found the clips. And the way I can tell that is that all these green check marks have been turned on. It has not, however, automatically linked the media. All it does is indicate to me with that green check mark, I think I found your media. I'm not positive, but I think I did. It's going to give me a chance to confirm, yes, you're absolutely right, you have. If, by the way, you navigate to the location and things aren't showing up right away, the other thing you can set is how it's going to match to files. So, for instance, if I open up this menu that says Match Criteria, you'll notice that you can choose what it will search by. This is especially useful if you have multiple versions of the same clip. Let's say you have a full resolution version and a smaller proxy version. You can use things like bit depth and file type to restrict matches to things that are the same format. You also have the option to decide whether or not strict matching is necessary. In other words, you can allow it to say not everything in the match criteria has to match. I'm going to leave that turned on though because we've actually found all of our matches. So when you are ready to say absolutely yes, these are the right options, the fastest way when you see that everything here is a green check mark is to right-click on any one of those and choose Link Matched Sources. You also have the option to link them one by one if you want to make some individual choices. But if I choose Link Matched Sources, they are all linked. And now all of my green check marks are turned into chain link symbols for linked media. And all of the media inside of my conform sequence is now online. I'm going to click back to my timeline tab so that I can now see this sequence in the timeline.